So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So standing in Tadasana, take your arms all the way up and just take a nice morning yawning stretch, steepling the fingers, take a little bend over to the left, reach out from the right foot all the way out through your fingertips and bring it back to center and take it over to the right. And bring it back to center and shake your arms out, roll your shoulders a few times, releasing any tension that you might have from sleep. And let that go. Do that one more time, steepling the fingers, maybe the awkward direction. Take your bend over to the left. Again, anchoring into that right foot, stretching through the ribs, draw your belly in. Take it back to center and all the way back to the right. And stretching down into the left foot and all the way back up and over. And back to center, roll those shoulders out, releasing that tension a few more times, maybe forward and maybe back. Nice job. Bring your arms to goal pose and take a few little easy twists here, just starting to wake up core and side body. Sitting in my office chair too long yesterday. My low back is a little cranky. So if you've been sitting a little more than usual, yours might be cranky too. So be super tender and gentle with yourself this morning. And coming back to center, reach both arms forward. Begin to peel that left elbow, left arm back. And bring it straight forward. Peel the right elbow, right arm back. And bring it straight forward. And do the same thing on the other side. Forward and right back. And bring it forward. Again, just let those arms go and roll your shoulders out. Step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And a little playful swing from side to side. Just starting to wake up your entire body this morning. Happy Wednesday, by the way, in case you forgot what day it was today. And bringing your feet in, heels in, toes apart for a first position, we'll begin to bend and stretch. So just bend and stretch those legs, zip it up, maybe sweep the arms, add those in. And a first position is like having your heels together and having a little piece of pizza or pie between your feet. So you've got a little V from the balls of your feet back to your heels. And one more time. Feels really good. And step your feet now to the second position. So this is like a goddess position. It's a nice wide second position in yoga. We'll do the same thing. Sweep the arms down and lift up and starting to open up the hips and quads and hip flexors. Get everything moving. Those knee joints might be popping a little bit this morning. So take your time. And one more here. And hold and pulse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch everything long. Engage those muscles. Heel toe or hop to center. We'll do a little mermaid lift. So leading from the instep of the foot through the inner edge of the leg. We'll lift one leg at a time and do an 8 count. So stepping back to that first position. Reach forward with those right toes, little bend to the right knee, little lifts. So you need to engage your core to stay here and not tip over, right? Lift, lift, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it to the other side, coming back to first position, left toes tap forward, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 8. 7, back to the right leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, leading with the inner edge of the foot, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go to 4s now. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more set of 4s on each side. And then we'll move to 2s. And then singles, 2s, and 2s. Stepping back to that first position every time. 2s to single, 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 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now you know how well you're balanced this morning, or maybe not so much. All right, coming down to a plank pose. We'll start with some core work this morning. So I'm going to angle my mat here a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So coming into your plank position, start in a supported plank, knees on the earth, shoulders over the heels of the hands. Draw your belly in, take a breath in. Now you can either remain here and lift a knee and lower it, or you can come to high plank and lower a knee and lift it. So we're doing right side first, left side second, alternating. So whether you're down or up, lift that knee if you're down, lower the knee if you're up. Here we go. 8 and lift. 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Switching sides, we've got 8. Again, if you're on the earth, you're lifting and lowering rather than lowering and lifting. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Alternating now. So we're right and left and left and lift. Here's 2, 2, and 3. Really plug your belly up towards your spine. 4, 4, 5. Yes, it's about strengthening the arms and shoulders, but it's also about core. Here's 7, and 7, and 8, and 8. Come up to hands and knees to table pose and spin those left fingers back towards your knee. You can bring them in as close as you need to and then guide with your hips. Maybe some little circles, kind of working out that wrist. And then flip that so that the back of the hand is on the earth. Spread your thumb and your pinky away from one another and sink back again. And bring it back to center. We'll switch sides. Sink back. Fingertips plug into the floor. Maybe some little circles. And then switch so that the back of your hand is on the earth, thumb and pinky away from one another. Again, little shift forward and back. Tiny, tiny movements. Tiny, tiny wrist muscles. And bring it back to center. We're coming on to the side now. Coming into a side plank pose. Now, you can keep that bottom knee on the floor if that serves you better. So you can come up here to your side plank. Shoulder is over the elbow, or maybe you're lengthening a leg or both legs in a staggered side plank pose. Draw that right shoulder back. Heart is open. Core is strong. Reach up through that top hand. Tiny lift, little lower. Lift and lower. Now, if you'd like to take your arm up and above your ear, you can do that. We did a variation with this last week with the block and reaching underneath. This is just a tiny little movement. And again, if you're on the earth, maybe one leg is extended or both knees are bent, you're still going to work those right obliques being here. I lost count, so I hope you're counting. Let's do 4 more here. 3 more. 2 and 1. Bring it down. Woo. And let's take it to the other side. So again, you're either stacking those knees where you're getting the same oblique work underneath on those low left obliques, left elbows over the left shoulder, or you can lengthen one leg, or you can lengthen and stagger or stack both legs. Reach up through that top hand, little lifts. 2, 3, 4. Again, you can lift and lengthen. 6, 7, 8. 8 more here. We've got 8. Belly draws in. Lift the underside ribs as much as you can. 5, 4, 3. You can stay right here. 2 and 1. Hold it. And bring your hand and your hips down. Ooh. So we got the front of the belly and we got the back of the belly. Take a much deserved child's pose and sink back onto hips onto heels. And we'll take a rest there for just a quick moment. And we're moving towards arms now. So we will bring that chair in as you rise up. just one weight for this. We're doing chest flies and triceps with an inside of the leg arabesque. So you're going to bring that chair so you can hang on to the chair with your left hand. Left leg is going to go back as well. So stepping into that first position, so the right toes turn slightly out, you'll begin to bring those left toes back. Coming almost into that shape of warrior three, but using that chair for stability. Now, if you want to challenge your core this morning and you don't want to use the chair, you're more than welcome to do that. So extending back through that left leg, dangle the weight in the right arm. As you dangle the weight, you tap the leg. As you lift the leg, you lift the arm out to a chest fly. Right elbow is soft. Tap and lift. Here's 2, 3. Keep your core engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going here. Here's 8. Getting a little glute and thigh here as we do those chest flies. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've got one more set of 8 here. Keep it going. 7, 6, 5, 4. Core is strong. 2, and 1. Tuck that elbow in next to your ribs. We're coming back to triceps. Back and lower. Back and lower. So as you extend the arm, the leg lifts. As you bring the weight to the shoulder, the toes lower. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more here. Here's 8. Core is strong. 6, 5. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it back. Turn the palm of that hand up. 8 little pulses here. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in. Hug that left knee in towards your chest. Feel some balance in the hips. Core is strong. And just hanging out here. And lower that left leg. Give your legs a little shake. Nice job. We've got the other side. So we're going to move that chair. So you can place the right hand on the chair. Right leg is an arabesque back. Make sure I'm not kicking that second weight. Right hand for balance. And again, if you want to challenge your balance in your core this morning, don't use the chair. Right hand for balance. Feet are in that little piece of pie to start. Soft knees, and we're tapping those right toes back. We'll start with those chest flies. So again, the elbow is soft, not coming straight out. We don't want to stress out our shoulder joint in any way. So tapping those right toes back, left arm dangles. We lift and lower. Here's 2, 3. Keep the core strong. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now pay a little bit of attention to that right leg lifting, right? We want to keep some engagement there. You should feel it all the way up in the top of the glute as you extend the leg every time. Coming back to that core, this is our last set of 8. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Taking it to the triceps. Shoulder, the weight comes next to the shoulder. As we extend back, we lift the leg long. 2, 3. Don't forget about the core. 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting a little bit of bicep too. It's a twofer. Tricep, bicep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flip that way. We've got 8, 7, 6. Chest forward, core strong. 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in. Bring that right knee in. Maybe give it a little extra hug, a little love. Nice job. And shake that out. All right, setting the chair off to the side for now. We're coming back into a second position. Grab both weights. So this will help work out a little bit of that glute from the arabesque. Doing a lot of arabesque today. Bend your knees into that nice deep second position. Stack your spine so your head is over your heart, over your hips. And we're bringing those weights forward like we're holding a tray. Elbows are soft, not locking out and stressing out the shoulders. We're bringing those weights wide and up and wide to that tray. Add a little pulse. Up, wide to the tray. Wide to a T and wide to a tray. So hanging on to those weights because we're going up and above the head. Wide, up, T, tray. Tree, up, T, to a tray. To a tree, to a tray. Up and out and center. Wide, straight up, straight out, and center. We've got 8 more here. Keep those shoulders soft, jaw unlocked. Sense of humor always, so that means you should still be smiling. Here's 4. Keep that little pulse and sense of humor. Wide and in. Here's 2. Last one. I'm sweating a little bit here. And bring it in and set it down. Roll those shoulders out. Coming into first position once again. Again, a little piece of pie between the feet. We'll start with a bicep curl. So we'll bend and stretch. As we bend the knees, we curl in. Lengthen, lengthen the legs. So here we go. We curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. Curl, lengthen, curl and lengthen. Curl, lift the heels, lower the heels, lengthen. Curl, lift the heels, lower the heels, and lengthen. You can also keep the pulse. So just coming back to this. If you don't want to lift those heels, if you're having challenge with balance like I am this morning, maybe you don't want to lift your heels. Curl and really keep curling those weights into the shoulders. Take it slow. Here we go. 8 more here. 7 more. Lift, lower, extend. 6. Here's 5. Extend. 4. Extend. 3. Extend. Last 2. Last 1. And extend. Bring those weights right next to your ears now, elbows wide. Still in a first position. We're bringing them in, extend to a V. Bring the heels down, extend, down, extend, down. Here's 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, and 8. Lift. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So we got a little leg and a little arm, and that's all a good thing. All right. So give your legs a little shake out here, and we're going to work a little glute and thigh. So just bring one weight in. Come down onto the knees in a kneeling posture. If you need a blanket under your knees, grab it. Press down into the tops of your feet. Root down into your toenails. We're taking one weight, maybe 2, if you can do 2. Elbows narrow, shoulders soft. Raise that weight up and above your head. I'm kind of hooking it with my elbows and fingers. So we're going to come back, 2, 3, 4, and forward. 2, 3, 4. Triceps, core, quads. 3 for. All right, here we go. Back in 4, 2, 3, 4, up in 4. Really root into the tops of the toenails. Back in 1, 2, 3, 4, forward 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's our third one. Actually, I think it's our fourth one, but we're not counting, right? Here's number 4, 3, 2. Keep the core strong, low back protected. Here's 5. Elbows up and narrow. Come back up. Here's 6. And forward. 7. And forward. Last one, 8 back and 4. And forward. That one is sneaky hard. Sneaky hard. All right. And coming back up, shake those legs out. Bring your chair back in. You might need it for this little round of arabesque work. So I'm going to turn mine actually. So we're coming back to those mermaid kicks. Again, you can use the chair for balance. I would, but that's entirely up to you. You can also use a wall. You can use the back of a couch. Starting in that first position now. Right hand comes to the waist. Right toes tap forward. Left knee is soft. Right knee is soft. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your core engaged. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the side now. Toes tap. Left knee soft. Right knee a little soft. We're tapping out and forward and out and forward. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more set of 8 here. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. Core strong, spine long. 2, and 1. Tap it back, lean forward, lift and lower. Here's 2. You should feel the top of that right glute engaged every time. Left knee stays a little soft. 7, 8. We've got 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward again. Mermaid. Lift. 2, 3, 4. Tap, side, tap, side. 3, 4. All the way around. Tap, side, back, lift. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it, tap, side, back, lift. 4, 3, 2, again. Bring it forward and side. Tap back and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it forward. Side, back, lift. 4, 3, 2. One more time here and forward and side and back. Little lift. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake that out. All right, now we're going to keep with that same side. We're burning out the one side today. So bring a block in. I'm going to turn my mat a little bit here so I'm not stepping on the weird floor here, imbalanced floor. So you're going to reach for the back of the chair or the back of the couch or the wall, but you need a substantial distance so that you can arabesque that right leg again. We're stepping up, reaching for the back of the chair. We step up and lift and back. And lift the left knee, forward, lift right leg, back, lift left knee, forward, lift, back, left knee, forward, lift right, back, left knee, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left. 3 more here, back, and lift. If you don't have the block, you're just stepping forward, right, onto your foot. Last one. Back and lift. Coming forward, we lift, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can hold it. Maybe not. And step it on back and shake your legs out. We'll go do the same sequence to the other side. So we're coming here. All right. Hanging on to that chair for the mermaid in the left leg. So starting in that first position, left toes forward, left knee soft, right knee soft. Lift, 2, 3. We've got 3 sets of 8 here. Core strong, spine long. Here's our second set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's 1, 2, 3. Woo, it's warm. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to the side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more here. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. I was locking my right knee. Need to keep me honest. 2 and 1. Let's bring it forward and side and forward and side. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back. We lift. 2, 3, 4. Chest is forward. Core is strong. Feel that top of the glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're bringing it forward. We'll do a tap, side, lift, 2, 3, 4. Bring it forward, tap, back, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, forward, tap, back, lift, 1, 2, 3. My leg is shaking. Bring it forward and side and back and lift, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 4. Side, back, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 6. Back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Back, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, and shake your legs out. And we'll come and do the little chair thing on this side, sticking with that arabesque on the left leg. Bring your block in underneath your right foot. I don't think we did the same on each side, but my glute is equally burning, so I apologize if I threw a little extra side kick in there on the left side. So we're stepping down onto that block with the right foot, hands to the back of the chair or to a wall or to a couch. We're stepping, we arabesque, we step, we lift. Step, arabesque, step, and lift. Here's 3, 4, and 5, 6, arabesque, and 7, lift, and 8. We've got 8 more here. 8, lift, and 7, lift, and 6, and 5. Gives a little added oomph to that right leg. Get ready to hold. Here's 3. Last 2, step down, lift, lower, knee, last 1, lift, lower, knee, bring it up, lift, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more set, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Again, maybe bring your hands off of that chair. Try your balance test this morning. And bring it back down. Nice stuff, everyone. Coming down for a little plank pose again. Core strong. We're going to do some plank push-ups to blast the rest of this bar out this morning. So draw your belly in. If you can come up high, you're going to go slow. Maybe you want to take your right toes to your left heel and do a single leg. All options are good ones. Knees down, full plank, single leg plank. Float into your toes, only halfway. Push back up into the heels. If you're on your knees, just a lower and lift. Keep your core engaged. Last one, we're only doing 4 on each side if you're in that single leg. Switching sides. 4 here. Float, lower, lift, heels. You have those 2 other lovely options of knees down or both feet down. Last one. Oh, my arms are tired. Nice job. Woo. Push back into a dog pose. Yay, stretch that out. This is the end of the bar portion of our class this morning. Man, I kicked my own butt this morning. I'm sweating. All right, so coming into the flow portion of class this morning, all you need is a block if you have it. If you don't, not a big deal. We'll still be doing a little bit of arabesque during this portion of the practice. I'm going to get my weights out of the way so I don't stub a toe. Keep a block in and handy for this portion of the practice. I'm going to take a little drink of water to push the reset button. If you'd like to come into child's pose, that's where we're going to start today. I think everybody bailed on me. We're tired of all those arabesques this morning. All right, let's start in a table posture. And we'll move through a few rounds of cat and cow from here, curl and open. And last one, curl and open. And come back to neutral. Extend back through the left leg forward with the right arm, coming into a simple spinal balance here. And we're just hanging out. See if you can balance out those hips and shoulders. Maybe turn the right thumb down and reach back for the top of the left ankle and stretch forward or to the side with your chest. Keep your core engaged. And lengthen everything back out. Hand and knee to the floor. Extend back through the right leg forward with the left hand, thumb up. Taking that balance pose here. See if you can keep the right and left hips in line. Maybe you'll turn that left thumb down and reach back for the top of the right foot. Find a bind and a chest opener. And reach everything long again. Set that left hand down and swing your right toes out, coming to a gate pose. And widen the thighs, stretch your chest forward. Find a little cow pose in your gate pose this morning. Walk your hands back in, reach your arms up, and take a little dip over to the right. Nice long stretch from the left hip all the way up through the left fingertips. And then bringing those fingertips down to the floor or to that handy block. You can stretch that right arm up and over. Maybe you'll take those right toes away from the floor. Maybe you'll bend and stretch that leg and kind of work out the quad and hip flexor. And bringing it all the way back down to the earth. Come into an awkward child's pose. So keep the fingers wide and walk your seat back. Lift the tailbone, sit bones, forehead to the floor. Keep those right toes on the earth if you can. If you prefer to pop them up, if that makes it a little easier or a little less stressful on your body, feel free to do that as well. And slide it back into a table pose. We'll extend the left leg this time. Find the wide thighs, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Find that cow stretch here. Draw your belly in. And slowly begin to walk yourself up to gate, Parigasana, and reach out long over that left leg, reaching your right fingertips to the left. Breathing in and out. And slowly spiral that right hand down to the block or to the earth, and extend your left leg this time. And again, maybe you'll reach that left arm long, maybe you'll bend and stretch that leg, or you'll keep your toes on the floor. And then bringing it down into that awkward child's pose on this side, reaching the arms forward and wide, forehead to the earth, tailbone and thighs wide. And begin to slowly slide it back into center. Take a child's pose once again. Big toes touch, knees apart. If puppy works better, that's where you're going. Come back to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips, curl your toes. Maybe bend and stretch your legs a few times. Oh. Hamstrings, wake up. And slowly hop or tiptoe your feet forward to your hands. Find your forward bend with easy knees, so nice deep bend in the knees. Protect your low back here. And bring your hands up to your waist and slowly rise up to stand. Nice job. Find a Tadasana at the top of your mat. Step your feet down a few times. Get yourself settled on the earth here. And finding your Tadasana, rock into the balls and heels of your feet. Roll your shoulders back again. And lift the corners of your mouth and soften your knees. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Pause there, soften your shoulders, strengthen your core, soft knees. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, slowly pour out over those legs, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Let it go, root to rise. Come back up to stand. Lift your heart. Chair pose, exhale. Take a breath in and out here. Isn't it funny how if you're really in tune with your body, I can tell that my right foot is like a half an inch behind my left foot. So adjust yourself as needed. Inhale, stretch up, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, right knee drops down. Low lunge, pause here. Maybe uncurl those toes. Rise up, open your arms to that nice big T shape. Squeeze the left heel and the right knee together. Take an open twist. Turn your heart to the left. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Bring it back to center. Raise those arms up to the sky. Exhale, frame your foot. Half Hanuman. Curl the right toes. Send your hips back. Keep the chest stretching forward. And bend into your knee, hands to the inside of your foot, heel toe out for a lizard pose, staying up on the tips of the fingers. Just let this one be super heavy through the hips and thighs. Again, maybe uncurl those right toes. And just stay up tall. You can always bring that block back in if you need it. Now, I've been giving myself this challenge, and I'm going to give it to you this morning. I'm going to try to come up into a horse stance without using my hands to get there. So I'm going to curl those back toes and narrow myself up just a tiny bit. Bring your hands to your heart. Start to lift that right knee. Get a little buoyancy here and step into a horse pose, which is like a wide chair, toes turned slightly out. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Hands come back to heart. Step back to Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Send your hips back, heart forward. Deep breath in, full breath out. Root to rise all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, left knee drops down, low lunge. Again, you can uncurl those toes if that serves you. Raise your arms, open up to that big wide T. How wonderful. Soft shoulders, soft elbows. Plug into your low belly and twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. Turn it back to center. Raise your hands, tap your palms. Exhale, half Hanuman. Curl the left toes and send your hips back over that heel. Pop your right toes up. Stretch your hamstrings again. If the forward fold didn't do it, this should. And then bending into that knee, heel toe your foot out, hands to the center of the mat, lizard. And again, if you want to uncurl those left toes at this point again, you can do that. Stay high in your lizard for this round. Stretch your chest forward. And maybe begin to curl those toes. Maybe narrow up your low lunge a little bit. Hands to heart. We're going to try stepping forward without using our hands to get into that horse stance. So leaning slightly forward, start to lift that left knee. Little buoyancy and step. Like a wide chair, right? Widen the thighs, heart forward. Root down, rise all the way up. Nice job. Hands to heart. I'm assuming you got there, so nice job. Step your feet to hip width once again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Root to rise all the way back up. Take a breath, chair pose, fierce pose. Send it back. Let those sitting bones glide back like they're on railroad tracks. Send your weight into your heels a little bit more. Toes are super light. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And another deep breath in. And a full breath out. Place interlaced hands on the left thigh. Keeping that knee bent, start to hover your right toes. And we're slowly as we can, stepping back to a high lunge pose. Whew. Inhale, raise your arms up. Open your arms to a big T and twist. Deep breath in. Elbows are soft, palms are up. One more breath here. Really extend back into the heel of that right foot. Bring it back to center. Raise your arms. Send that back heel to the earth. Warrior one. Open it up again. How wonderful, arms. Stretch your leg and your arms long. Bend your knees, send your arms back, palms down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Big exhale. Inhale, reach. And a big exhale. Ha. Interlace your hands, stretch your chest. Maybe you're staying right here, or perhaps you'll come a little lower for a humble warrior one. With your next in-breath, slowly rise up, reach your arms up. Exhale and bring your hands to the floor. Pop the right heel, step forward, chair. Reach your arms forward. My thighs are burning a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Inhale, reach up, heart lifts. Exhale, I don't want you all to suffer alone, so I want you to know that I'm working hard too. Can't even catch my breath this morning. All right, coming back to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up, chair pose, exhale. And again, we're just hanging out right here in our chair for a couple of breaths. Bring those interlaced hands to the top of the right thigh this time. Make sure you're grounded as you lift those left toes. And we're slowly extending that left leg back. And a graceful, maybe, step back into high lunge. Inhale, raise your arms. Right knee should be over your heel. Open them to a T and twist. Deep breath here. And a full breath out. Take another round of breath here. Feel your core engaged. Twist coming all the way up the sides of the body. Unwind it, reach up, and bring that back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, stretch everything long. And exhale, sweep it back, palms down. Big exhale. Inhale. Inhale. One more for good measure. Inhale and exhale. Interlace. Again, maybe you're staying right here for your humble warrior, topping out over the right leg. Maybe you're going to bow to the inside of that right leg. Extend your arms up, keeping the elbows unlocked. Head is heavy. Root down, rise all the way back up. Stretch up. Beautiful. Exhale, reaching long, spine long. pop that back heel up. We're stepping forward into a little chair pose. Again, my right quad is burning. I hope yours is too. Inhale, reach up. Hands come to the hearts. And stretch those legs out a little bit. Give them a little shake here. Oh, woo, woo. All right, let's try something else. Tadasana. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chair pose. Deep breath here. Full breath out. Bring those interlaced hands onto the top of the left thigh again. Start to make that right heel super light. And begin to reach that right leg back. We're coming back to that high lunge once again. Step back. Nice. Reach up. Open it up. Take your twist. Maybe reverse your twist this time, bringing your left hand down to the inner right thigh. Stretch down and up equally. Come back to your open twist, arms to a T. Begin to bow forward, keeping your arms at a T. Turn your palms down. Step that right foot forward a tiny bit. Start to float that right leg back. Maybe float your arms back. Hanging out here. Remember all those arabesques we did in Barre? Yep. Here we go. Flex those toes this time though. And then bring your hands to your heart. We're going to do a little curtsy dip, dipping that right knee to tap the back of the left calf. And then send it back again, warrior three. And coming into Tadasana, which was really quick. I should have been more graceful with that. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Glide the seat back. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, let go. Shake it out. Root to rise all the way back up. And hands come to the heart center. Lift and spread those right toes. Get really grounded in the right foot. Glide your seat back, chair. Find your breath. And keeping grounded in the right foot, bring your hands to the top of that thigh. Start to lift that left heel. We're coming all the way back, really gracefully here, into that high lunge once again. Right knee over the right heel. Raise your arms up and open them to a T. We're taking that twist. And again, maybe that reversed twist. So bringing right hand to the left inner thigh, and stretching equally long with the left hand. Come back to your T, twist, and bringing it back to center. Begin to bow. Maybe step the left toes forward a little bit. Flip your palms to the earth and start to find that warrior three, that big arabesque. And turn those left toes to the floor, flying here in warrior three. Maybe take the arms back. Float your hands to your heart. We're going to do that little curtsy tuck with the left knee tapping the right calf this time. So again, trying not to use the hands. If you need to bring your hands to the floor, do that. And extend back, warrior three. Whew. Try to come down a little more gracefully this time. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, stretch up. And forward fold, pour over those legs, shake it out. Bend and stretch your legs. Shake your head no and yes a few times. Step yourself back to a plank pose and pause right here. Take a breath. Knees, chest, and chin are a slow chaturanga. Bring yourself down. Uncurl those toes. Place your hands palms down next to the hips. Roll your shoulders back. Creepy crawl your fingers back. Lift your toes, your chest, your hands. Flying in a locust pose here. Keep the legs lifted, chest lifted. Begin to bring your hands under your shoulders and anchoring into the feet. Find a big old Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Stretch the chest. And exhale, release. Find your child's pose. Get there really sweetly, tenderly. So curling the spine in the opposite direction. Puppy pose is better. Keep the hips floating over the knees or heels. And find your breath here. Hands to the earth, curl toes, lift hips, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Nice big stretch here. And come way up on the tippy toes, knees bend, hop, step, jump forward, forward bend. Halfway lift, and let it go. Root to rise, up to stand. One last flow on each side, and we're done. Exhale, chair. Bring your hands onto your left thigh. Lift that right heel. Lift your knee and step elegantly. Ooh, not so much. Back to a high lunge. Stretch up. Open up to a T, and we're taking that twist again. Maybe a reverse. Another breath here. Open up to your T and bring it back. Palms down, floating into that warrior three. One more time. Little arabesque here. Float your hands back. Float your hands to your heart. Now this time we are bringing our hands down, so either to the earth or to a block. Raise your right leg in standing split. Really stretch those left hamstrings, keeping that left knee soft. Inhale, lift halfway, curtsy tuck behind that left calf with your right knee, and extend back up. Lift halfway, curtsy tuck, extend back up. Lift up halfway, curtsy tuck, and hold. So if you need to hold with your hands on the floor, you're going to do that. If you can bring your hands to heart, you're going to do just that. Hanging out. Flex those right toes. Fingertips down, tucking into a half Lord of the Fishes twist. So the left foot is to the outside of the right thigh, and your right heel is close to your left seat. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale into a little twist. Feels good just to be still for a minute, doesn't it? Take one more long breath in and out here. And we'll begin to unwind this top leg coming back to plank. So you can kind of place your hands as you unwind that top leg, come back to a plank pose. Coming through to that locust pose again. So get to the earth as you would like, knees, chest, chin, or a slow chaturanga. Uncurl the toes, hands next to the hips, locust. Stay tapped into your core. Keep your low back happy here. And then float those hands under the shoulders, lift to a cobra. Exhale to dog. Curl your toes, lift your seat. Only one more side, yay! Up on the balls of the feet, knees bend, hop, step, jump forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, and let it go. Root to rise, up to stand. Chair pose, hands to heart. Last time. Interlace your hands on that right thigh. Make the left heel super light. And begin to, I'll try to be a little more elegant on this side. Step back to your high lunge. Right knee over heel, inhale. Exhale, open twist. Again, maybe a revolved. Bring it back to the T. We're floating into that warrior three, palms down, heart forward, and find a little lift of that left leg. Maybe a little, maybe you're in that full arabesque. Float the hands next to the hips, palms down, chest forward like you're flying. Hands to the heart. Slowly descend into that standing split, hands to the block or hands to the earth. Lifting up halfway, curtsy tuck, left knee behind the right. Extend your legs, standing split, bow. Halfway lift, curtsy tuck. Lift your legs, standing split, last one. Lift halfway, curtsy tuck. See if you can hold here. So either fingertips on the floor or hands to heart. Flex those toes. Fingertips down, tuck that left knee behind the right calf and come to seat in your half Lord of the Fishes. So that right foot is on the outside of the left thigh and the left heel comes in towards your right sitting bone. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take a little twist towards that inner right thigh. So for some of you, maybe you've got an elbow hook here. Maybe hand to the knee is quite enough, as it is for me this morning. Find your breath again. We're going to stay here for 3 or 4 more breaths. Relax into this. Let it slow down. Two more breaths. And 1 more breath. Slowly unwind. Start to swing that right leg back. Come back to your plank pose. Last one, I promise. Again, and slow knees, chest, chin, or slow chaturanga to the floor. Toes on curl. Hands next to your hips. We're coming back to Locust, Shalapasana. Lift everything away from the floor. Core strong. Fingertips float back, palms down. Again, imagine you're in flight and the center of the chest is leading the way. Hands come in underneath the shoulders, elbows in. Last cobra pose. Keep your core strong. And a slow release. Stack your forearms, make a pillow for your head, bend your knees. Little wipering of your feet. And extend your legs straight back. We're going to flip right over from here. So just flipping over onto the back, grab your block. We're flowing through some bridge here, so heels close to the hips, shoulders underneath your heart. Let the tops of the shoulders come close to the floor, so really relaxing, shoulders down, chest is open. Press down into your feet and slowly lift those hips. Maybe a little, maybe a lot, and lower them back down. We're just doing some pulsing bridge here. So lift the hips and lower the hips. Lift your hips and lower your hips. Last time, lift your hips, pause and hold. Maybe interlace your hands, maybe snuggle a little bit. We're taking that block. If you don't have the block, not a big deal. You can come back down to the floor and setting it underneath the sacrum for supported bridge, moving into legs up the wall without the wall, or supported shoulder stand. So block should be underneath the sacrum. You should feel when it's in that just right spot. It should feel good. Your legs should feel pretty weightless. Heels over knees over hips. And just hanging out here, let your blood flow go in a different direction. My dog is out here barking at a rabbit behind me outside of the door. She has lots of little play friends out there in the backyard. Begin to slowly bend your knees and let your heels kiss your hips. Just stay here for a moment. Bring your feet to the earth. Pause here. Lift your hips, remove the block. Slowly lower yourself to the earth and stretch each leg long to the corner of your mat. Maybe keeping your hands next to your sides, a little further away from your body, or reach your arms above your head, making an X shape in your body. And wiggle a little bit, settle into the floor for a Shavasana today. Let everything relax. Take a long breath in and sigh it out. Notice perhaps you were able to let go of some gripping or tension somewhere with that sighing exhale, and maybe you do that again.
can stay in Shavasana as long as you are able today. Treat yourself on a Wednesday morning. You need to move on with your day. Begin to gently move your toes and fingers. Maybe start to bend your knees, glide them in towards your chest. Coming into an Apanasana knees to chest pose, perhaps creating some circles with your knees. Roll yourself to your right and pause there. Press down into the earth to lift yourself up to an easy seated pose. Stack your spine, draw your hands to your heart. Close your eyes or take your gaze to the earth and take a moment to just be. Perhaps you can remember to take another one of these moments later in the day. Close your eyes and connect to your breath. Thanks so much for sharing in this bar and flow practice that was a little lengthy this morning. I felt like I was moving through arabesque slow motion. I'm super grateful to all of you who joined me in this moment and who will join me later in the day. And gratitude to each of you. Namaste.